We all know about playing tall and playing wide, but do you know about the mercenary playstyle unique to the Swiss lands? Trapped between the Austrian and the French domains, Switzerland is definitely a unique nation with a ton of flavor and mechanics that not many people are aware of. They've got a super awesome mission tree, albeit a little bit small. It does offer a ton of benefits and modifiers, and we have a lot of unique events that are not very well known, so I'm going to show you guys these events as we go along. First off, we want to get an alliance with the 3 leagues, and we want to get above 100 relations, which is going to trigger the consolidation of Switzerland event, where we can literally inherit the 3 leagues. After we've done this particular mission here that offers cores on the entirety of the Switzerland, not claims but cores, including on these 3 provinces here as well. We also start with 10% professionalism, and remember that whenever you recruit mercenary companies, your professionalism lowers, so we want to be using up this professionalism before we just waste it. Because of that, we're going to be slackening recruitment a couple of times here, and after we've slackened recruitment, we're going to recruit the free company in the province of Zurich. Take note, you also have a randomly generated leader at the very beginning, so that means you can have a 365 like I have, or you can have a 000. It is all about the amount of times that you're willing to restart this game until you get some great leaders. Let's go ahead and summon the diet and go for whichever agenda best suits us. Our mission is to get the Swiss lands from the Savoyans, sure. We're also going to give out the +1 mana privilege for all 3 of the estates, as well as the patronage of the arts, and because we cannot sell crownlands anymore without having 10% of crownlands, we're going to get the Indebted to the Burghers Guild loans, which is 1% loans, meaning we pay only 0.10 in interest for the 165 starting treasury right here. Don't also give out the supremacy over the crown, and most importantly, the religious diplomats, which means you get better relations with all other Catholic nations in Europe, and of course, don't forget to seize your crownlands, meaning we start with 0.20 autonomy. The other debuffs are honestly just irrelevant, and we can choose our rivals. I highly recommend you go for Savoy as your starting rival, since you're gonna have to fight them anyway, and if possible, Brabant or anybody else in the Swabian lands makes a great rival. Baden apparently is available. I don't mind actually doing a humiliation war against Baden if they don't have any proper allies. We also really want to get an alliance with the Papal States, and we want to get 100 relations with them, so the easiest way to do that is just buy indulgence from the Pope. It's going to get us close. We just need a few more units before we can get that alliance. Free company has been recruited, so let's see who wants to ally us now. A lot of the times, most of the HRE will want to ally you. A great alliance, though, if you can get it, is with the Bohemians, because we will have to go to war with the Austrians to get the south parts of Swabia and the gold mine in Intal. So for that war, Bohemia is really gonna come in handy, especially since they are a pretty strong nation onto themselves. The other 3 alliances, you can just go for whoever you want in the HRE. Don't forget to also get the alliance with the Pope whenever that's available. We're 2 points away from that, so almost there, boys, almost there. We're also gonna try and improve relations with Geneva. There's an event where you can make Geneva your vassal if you have 150 relations with the Genovese, and they went through their own unique events in which they either became a march of the Savoyans or they didn't become a march and they have the displeased Genoese modifier or whatever it's called. Oh my dude, are you serious right now? Savoy just got excommunicado. Holy snaps, man. This is like godsend right here. I really want to attack them, but I'm not going to do it. I need to get my stability to 1 before I attack them. Let me actually focus on this so I can get 1 stability once the month is over. We need that 1 stability to do this mission so we get cores on the Savoyan lands. With the case with Savoy, I am going to go for my humiliation war against Baden, simply because I want to get my show of strength and get some extra mana points from that war. Let's also make our starting leader a general, and let's try and get over to the Badenese lands. Well, who do we have in here? Baden, you've been a bad boy, haven't you? I think all the bad boy Baden jokes have already been done, but I had to do it, okay? I had to make the Baden joke. Also, we can get the 1 stability now, so we can do the mission consolidation of Switzerland, which means if we want to attack now the nation of Savoy, we got the cores on Valese and Cado or Vado. Cado, isn't that like a tribe in North America? Ludi don't know the name. Confirmed, boys, confirmed. I've proclaimed guaranteed the nation of the 3 leagues, and I'm going to improve relations a little bit, which means I get over 100 relations with them now. Take note that the privileged religious diplomats also helped with getting this 100 relations here, and now we should get the Swiss consolidation event anytime them within the next few months, I guess. Yeah, sneaky Frankfurtians. Yeah, trying to hide away from me, aren't you? Come back here. Come back here. Are they really gonna try and avoid me? How dare you avoid me like this, Frankfurt? Avec le Stecken va Panikum, boys. And that's a great event to have as well, because we get a lot of great relations with everybody around us. Damn, boy. Tedeum, you say? Yes, the mind if I do Tedeum, y'all. And let's bring this guy back. Nice. Withdraw from public life. No. Give me the points. Now for Baden, we're gonna go for Show of Strength, which offers us 100 of each mana points. But it doesn't give us the age objective of Humiliate Rival, so we're gonna have to get that from somebody else. I like the mana points more than the age objective, so I had to go for that. And it looks like Savoy just gave the provinces to Geneva and made them a march. Now, this actually is a little bit of a problem, because a lot of the times in the recent patch, what happens is they cancel the march from Geneva, and if they cancel the march, doesn't matter if you have 150 relations with the Geneva, the event is not going to trigger. So we really need to get 150 relations super fast with them. Hey, looks like we can get our alliance with the Pope. That is some good news right there. And let's see who else we can get an alliance with. Brunswick is great. Brandenburg's even great, so I'm gonna go for Brandenburg. Thank you very much. Now all we gotta do is just wait for the two events to trigger. And oh, hold up a second, boys. Looks like we got a bit of good news here. The war between the French and the English has happened, so that means we can offer condottieri to either side, and as long as they have 10 war score in that war, then we get a special event again. And this right here is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Geneva is no longer a March of Savoy, they're now a vassal. Because of that, the event where we get Geneva for free if we got 150 relations is not going to be possible. So we really have to fight the Genoese now in order to get these lands here. I was going to attack Brigance. I just got my claim on them, and it's a really easy expansion path in there. But this does take priority, especially since the sooner I get these lands, the better. And it pains me to do this, honestly. It really pains me to do this. I mean, if you're really desperate, you can just crash a game until you get 150 relations, and that way, you know, you don't need to do the war against Savoy. You can just get these guys for free. But I like to have a little bit of fun in my games, and I think this is going to be an interesting situation. Before anything else though, we're gonna give out some condottieri to the French for 0 money, no problem. We'll give them for free, because once they get 10 war score against the English, we get some professionalism and army tradition. There ya go. Champions of the 100 Years' War, 5 professionalism, 10 army tradition, just for giving out those condottieris to the French. And it's just one of those small hidden gems that this nation has. Recruited a couple of extra units just to be safe in this war, and it's time to go for the war ski. We're gonna have to right click Geneva to get the right war goal, which is the reconquest of, let's say, Vaud. Booyah Schnackadoo. Da ya smelly Savoyans. Alright, we can get this ahead of tech. The problem is my condottieri I cannot use in battles until I cancel them. That's in a couple, so I'm just keeping them attached to the main army until that happens. My favorite part is how, because we did the show of strength against Baden, we got 12 innovativeness from getting all 3 of the technologies before anybody else did. Avec le, finally we can get our boys back. Oh, there you go. Let's attach them to the main army. And they also split their troops. That is a mistake. Looks like Bologna is trying to help as well. I'm gonna have to kill him off. I don't want him to merge up with the rest of the Savoyan armies. Imagine an alternate reality where forts actually fall at 7%, not 49%, for the player at least. We actually have enough war score to piece these boys out. I'm gonna go for these provinces, and I'm taking a little bit of money as well. I'm not actually getting that much aggressive expansion. 32 aggressive expansion for all of this stuff is amazing, especially since now we can also do Vaud and Vallis consolidation and sway Geneva. Now, once we do integrate the 3 leagues, we can do reorganization of the Confederacy too. It's super RNG when this happens. It's supposed to happen within the first 10 years, the event where we integrate the 3 leagues. We can get 52 ducat loans now. We also use the money we got to pay off our old loans, so if we take new burger loans now, it's going to be a lot more monies. Let's also go ahead and get our new mission, as well as see some crown lands too whilst we're at it. In the latest patch, sadly, every single time the Austrians gonna ask you for unlawful territory. No matter what you do, they will still ask you. Even if you get 150 relations, they will still ask you. Even if you're their ally, they will still freaking ask you. Be at war. If you don't want them to ask you, they cannot ask you if you're at war with somebody. That's one way of fixing this. And that's also why we're gonna be attacking Brigance right now, y'all. But yeah, if you have enough strong allies, don't worry about it. They're not gonna declare war on you, because they would have to fight you allies as well. And guys, I also want to address something out. I heard some people in the comment section asking, what is the toughest nation? Some people saying it's Karabakh, some people saying it's Beluzero. It's not, guys. First off, in the Muscovite areas, Rostov is a lot harder than Beluzero because you cannot get anyone to support your independence, and it is very unlikely that Muscovy is going to give you any lands from Novgorod, which is the case with Beluzero a lot of the times. Anyway, the point is that there is a really hard nation in this game in Europe that I know some people likely overlooked, and this nation really is the hardest nation in the game in my opinion, and that is Naxos. Why is that? Well, you start as a vassal of the Venetians, 6 development, 1 province, island nation, so you don't even have the fleet capable enough to destroy the Venetian fleet if you're gonna go in an independence war. But let's say somehow you manage to break away, you win the independence war against the Venetians, and you're an independent nation, you're gonna have to fight the Ottomans because you're right next to you're surrounded by the Ottomans, and by the time you finish your war of independence against Venice, the Ottomans are gonna consolidate all of this area and they will attack and crush you. So yeah, this actually is a hard nation. I mentioned this because if you guys want me to do a video on Naxos, if we get 1,000 likes, I will do that video on Naxos, and I'll even stream it on my Twitch channel if you guys want to check it out. Hello, Stekenvapenicom. Wait, was that the Augsburg army as well? Ha! It was. Augsburg got no troopers, y'all. Let's get a couple of spy networks in these countries. Remember that spy network means you get siege ability in that particular nation, so it's faster to siege down their provinces. Also, I want to mention that this save is available for all my Patreons and channel members, and it looks like we can again call into this war. Oh, this time Bohemia. Is there anybody big that we need to worry about? Not really, actually. It's fairly easy, this war. We get a general. Oh my lord, 3 freaking siege. That's gonna make things a lot easier now. Let's get our juicy prestige from Augsburg, since we don't want to get their province just yet anyway. We gonna catch him, Mulhouse. If we gonna oh my god, I'm actually not catching. They got 3 maneuver general. Okay, that makes sense. Please catch him in this province. We did. And I got my ass kicked in Trent because I didn't pay attention. Fair enough. At least I committed Stekenvapenicum against Mulhouse. Congratulations, Mulhouse. You're gonna be the first vassal of the Great Swiss Confederationenski. It's such a privilege and honor. I know, I know. Now that we got Mulhouse as a vassal, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our diplomatic feedback and we're gonna assign all the provinces around Mulhausen as our vital interest. This way, Mulhouse will start getting claims on Strasbourg and Baden, and we can use their claims to attack these nations later. When it comes to Brigands, I could easily annex them, and it's only 7 aggressive expansion, but I'm gonna be vassalizing them for a couple of reasons. First off, by vassalizing them, I don't need to worry about the Austrians asking me for unlawful territory, and second off, it hasn't happened, but it can happen when you vassalize Brigands that one of their neighbors is gonna attack them, and then you're gonna be set in a defensive war. You can just annex these free cities around. Wasn't the case with me, but I still vassalize them so I can give out these strong duchies privilege. You need 2 vassals to give out the privilege, and because we've grown in size considerably, we can ally the Austrians, we can even ally the French, so it's a question of who we want to be bestest friends with now. The French might be our best choice considering that we want to be expanding into Austrian lands. It's been 10 years since I have 100 relations with the 3 leagues, and I still didn't get the event for the Swiss Confederation, so I'm kind of worried that it's not going to trigger at all. As with all events in EU4, it's a little bit RNG. I'm going to keep them as an ally for a little bit longer. If it doesn't trigger, I'm going to cancel the alliance and attack them because I still have my cores on these provinces, and I need those provinces in order to do my mission here. But until that time, I'm eyeing up the provinces here. France would join, Bohemia would join, so it would be super easy. I would essentially just let the French and the Bohemians do all the hard work, and I think it's totally worth it. Let's go with this boyos. Ah, my French minions, do all the work for me. Thank you very much. I haven't even engaged the Burgundian army because they're busy fighting everybody else around here. Switzerland really is a great nation to be playing tall as, so you don't need to expand too much. As long as you have the right ideas, you'll be more than okay. Okay, legit, I'm surprised by how fast the French are sieging down stuff. Like, they definitely have some special freaking AI ability, man. Look at this, 21%, and they cracked the walls already, dude. How is that even possible? My favorite part part is how all of Burgundy and their vassals' armies are in Bohemia, completely ignoring me altogether. Let's go, power strangers! The strangest French-Swiss alliance in the sky. Okay, that doesn't even rhyme. I apologize, okay? It only takes 9,000 nations to destroy one Burgundian army. You know, technically, that's kind of accurate, okay? The Burgundians did get their asses kicked by the Swiss historically and the French, so we're just doing historical gameplay here. It's a time for the piss deal, and I was a nice boy and I gave these provinces over to the French. Well, I gave this one actually to Orleans, but still it's a French vassal, okay? I didn't backstab them for the first time in pretty much all of my videos. And the best part is that we actually look really better with these provinces. We're getting a square-ish look, aren't we? Also, I managed to get my humiliation, so I have my age objective done as well. I think I waited enough for this 3 leagues event to happen, so I'm just gonna cancel the alliance and attack them once the truce is over. They left me with no choice, man. They actually left me with no choice. And look at that, boys. We can also embrace La Renaissance, which means we can get this technology ahead of time as well. Up to 33 innovativeness, man. That's absolutely insane in my books. Remember how I was asking Mulhouse to get claims around? Well, they got claims both on Strasbourg and on Baden, and we're gonna use our Baden claim now so we can get their lands and make Baden great again, essentially. Don't you be going nowhere, Badenski. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Another 4 innovativeness. Jesus, man, we're 62 and we already have 37. That is absolutely insane. We're a technological powerhouse. In case you're wondering why, let this be clear. It's mainly because we have a 666 leader here, because I keep re-electing the same guy and I'm getting a ton of mana points from that one particular dude. Baden, more like Gooden. That was a great joke, I know. It's a really good joke. Original is what we're going for here. I strongly recommend you give out the nobility integration policy right before you're about to integrate some of your vassals. And we can also go for our Reconquest CB against the 3 leagues, which apparently allied Frankfurt also. Interesting. Perpetually at war with the Franks. Jesus, mother of God. I'm actually getting 14 mana points for admin per month, man. And finally, we can reintegrate these boyos into our country, and we can do this mission, which we should have done a very long time ago. Now, to do the next mission, we need 90 Republican tradition, which is a problem because I've been re-electing the same guys, so my Republican tradition has been going down. Now, we could technically strengthen our government, but that's really expensive, so I'm just gonna let it go up by itself. We're gonna chill anyway for a little while. A little bit of time has passed and we've consolidated our nation, and it is also time to attack the Austrians to get our rightful Swabian provinces here and the gold mine. We can call in Austria, Venice, and promise land and probably not give any to Bohemia, but still, we're promising land, okay? I think the best thing to do right now is to take out the Palatinate since they're easy to get out of this war. I feel like Palpatine in the Senate here with all of my minions around the Europe. Also quite impressive that Brandenburg built a fort in Prignitz. This is literally the best location to build a fort as Brandenburg. So glad to see the AI's got some big smorts here. Ah, yes, the historical siege of Vienna by Venetians in 1471. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Ludi, you're wasting mana points getting this 20 years ahead of time. Yeah, maybe I am wasting mana points, but I got 50 innovativeness and I got a buttload of mana points, so I don't care. Holy mother of God, France is insane, dude. Those 18,000 literally kept up 50,000 at bay. No joke, like France is literally carrying me this entire war, man. And there you have it, guys. We can get the 3 provinces we're interested in and even give stuff to the Bohemians. 8156, that means we can get more stuff? Yes, it does. War reparations, maybe a little bit of 37 ducats. I will take it. And now we have a massive amount of, look at this. Look how beautiful it is, man. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my lord, that big Swiss name on the map. Plus, the best part is we don't need to get military access to access our Swabian lands now. Gonna delete this fort in Breisgau since it's not really a great fort though. And the real 9-head move is the fact that we got the Intal gold mine so we can get our own gold production going, meaning insane amounts of riches. Of course, Austria's gonna ask me for unlawful territory. So guys, why is Switzerland such an amazing nation? Well, there's a few reasons. As I mentioned before, if you want to go mercenary heavy heavy, this is the nation for you. I didn't go super mercenary heavy because I like playing tall personally, and Switzerland is a really great nation for playing tall as well. As you can see, we have 52 innovativeness, ahead of tech with all our technologies, almost finished quantity ideas, and unlocked economic ideas. The special autonomous canton together with the Swiss ideas means that we're going to have a massive amount of manpower pool for our mercenaries. So whenever we are going to war, we're going to have our own massive manpower pool from our regular troops plus that of the mercenary troops. But keep in mind, mercenary troops get super expensive in the mid to late game. In fact, after military tech 7, they're not really worth it that much for any nation, with the exception of Switzerland. With Switzerland, you can keep mercs around until probably technology 10, even 12, without incurring too much additional cost. And because you will be playing tall and you will have really high development in your provinces, you will have more than enough finances to maintain a proper mercenary army, whilst at the same time maintaining your main regular army. Don't forget, you also get fort defense plus 10 until the end of the game from your missions, and morale of armies plus 5% until the end of the game from your missions as well. But it can take a while until you unlock these. And I know some of you are thinking that defensive ideas is good for Switzerland. It's not. Guys, the only thing that defensive ideas gives is morale of armies, which you can get from prestige, from power projection, from army tradition. There's so many other ways you can get morale of armies, and that 15 extra % morale of armies is irrelevant compared to either quantity ideas, which offers a lot more manpower. A standard idea for Switzerland would be quantity economic, admin, or plutocratic. Both are really great, as well as trade ideas, since you are positioned in a really great spot for trading. And if you enjoy playing tall, click on this awesome Florence video. And I really want to thank all my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers for the amazing support you guys have been offering. I really wouldn't be able to maintain this channel without all of your help.